Outcast and no zip code, how to work a stick shift. He taught me the Bible and about all 12 disciples, and he made sure that I know there's life after this, with pearly gates and streets of gold. He said if I just believe, that's where I'll go. Well, Lord, when I die, I wanna live on the outskirts of heaven, where there's dirt roads for miles, hay in the fields, and fish in the river.
Well, good morning, everybody. Jared and I are getting ready to meet up at Bob Evans for the deer camp breakfast. It's Saturday the 24th. It's just a little after 8, and we're headed to deer camp. This is the start of our week-long trip, and gonna take you along with us. Be some good food, some good times, and the hunting, I hope, will be great. I mean, everything I've seen on social media, it's looking good. It looks like this week, which I only got to hunt on Monday, was a lot of, I guess, chasing rut activity. People were getting some big bucks from all over the state. And I know everybody, I keep beating this dead horse. I'm talking about some big bucks, nice bucks, and we're still under a 3-buck limit. You know, that don't change until next year, and it'll be just a 2-buck limit. But Jared just texted me, he's already at Bob Evans, so I'm on my way there. So y'all just stay tuned. It's gonna be a great week. Okay, folks, we're here for our Bob Evans breakfast. Jared's sitting over there, and I'm across, of course, holding the camera. We're all ready, almost all packed up. Jared's got a few things still to get, but we'll be hitting the road today.
Big things hooking up the camper, getting the gas and stuff.
Yeah. So y'all just stay with us. The breakfast of champions: potatoes, eggs, bacon, sausage gravy. Jared's just about devoured his, and black coffee. The traditional deer camp breakfast. Okay, fellas, we just had our good breakfast. The breakfast of champions.
Oh.
It means we're gonna kill big bucks.
Oh.
We're headed to the truck.
Got to make 1 or 2 stops, and then we'll be hooking the camper up. And then it's the long journey.
Long journey.
To the food line.
White Sulphur Springs. All right, folks, we'll be back. Well, we're on our way. We got to go get hooked up to the camper. We had our breakfast. Jared would need to run to Walmart to get a headlamp. And we'll be on our way. It's a little after 9. We should be up there by noon, so stay with us. Don't know if you can see it or not, but man, there's fog all over that New River Gorge. You can't even see the bridge from here. And folks, we are on our way. Jared's hooked up to the camper, and we're on our way. It's 11 o'clock. We got a little late going. Jared had things he had to get packed.
No clue what the limit is through here.
I think it's 45. We just made it to White Sulphur Springs.
You have any idea?
Well, we got one more stop to make, and that's going to be Food Line up here at White Sulphur Springs. Folks, here we are.
Sucks. I got a dang on Food Line card that's on my other damn key.
Here we are at our favorite store, Food Line. Gotta go in and get a few groceries, and we'll be done. Okay, folks, we just left Food Line. It is 2 o'clock. We got here just about 1. We had to buy some groceries, get it loaded in the truck, make one little errand run, and now we're headed up to the mountains. Camper's done good, Jared's done good. It's gonna be a great week. So y'all just stay with us. There might be some videos setting up, whatever. Just don't miss out on the video. Well, here we are. There's Little Allegheny Mountain Trail. We're headed up. And as I've told everybody, we're not camping on top of the mountain this year because Jared having his gray wolf. We're camping down at the base of the mountain.
Somebody hunting right here.
Somebody's hunting. Of course, this is legal. It's the first week. So, I mean, we could go out as soon as we get up here. We could go out and hunt. We can hunt tomorrow. We can hunt Sunday. But as you know, we're treating this as the like our first week. Monday will be our opening day. We're gonna check cameras tomorrow, set around camp, and then we'll see what happens. Well, up there's the mountain, folks. We're headed up. Gotta cross the bridge, and then we should be close to the campsite. Okay, folks, here we are. This is the campsite for the J&J True Outdoor Adventures week of deer hunting.
Camp Charlie 2023.
Yes, Camp Charlie 2023. The sign will be hung somewhere.
The sign will, the flag won't. We brought the pole, we didn't bring the flag.
Shame on you, Jared. But there's the camp. There would have been plenty of room for our good friend, if he comes up, to bring his camper and park it where my truck's at.
And a tent.
And a tent for our other friend if he shows up, right there in that grassy area. So, and plenty of room to park, campfire. Up there's the mountain.
Yeah, we're just at the base of it.
We're at the base of the mountain, but we're along this 2-lane road. But that camper right there would not fit under the pine tree without...
That camper right there, let me just say, the camper that we brought in 2020 and last year,
yeah, 2022,
was about a $2,500 camper. The camper that I brought in 2021,
the Wildwood,
was about a $4,000 camper.
That one there.
That one there is about a $40,000 camper. I'm not exactly going to tear that one up, backing it into stuff.
Right.
Dragging it through brush.
But to tell you, that one sets higher than what my camper, that my 74 Traveler, sets up. I think it would have been just about like the Wildwood. Other than it's longer, that's the only thing.
Well, the thing that scared me is not how high it sits. If you go around the backside and you look where the...
Oh, the black tank.
The black tank and the gray tank...
drain.
Where you drain them from, that sits extremely low.
Right.
I'd be worried about catching that on a rock.
Yeah. But folks, that's it right there.
But that one there is like a 37-foot camper compared to the other ones. I think the longest one we've had so far is with the tongue was about 30.
That's the Traveler.
That's about 30. This one here's with the tongue, it's like 37 foot long.
But
and we'll have some better pictures at nighttime with all the blue lights lit up. And this one here has outdoor speakers already made into it. It's got an outdoor kitchen. We did a review on this camper.
Yeah.
So we'll get some nighttime photos of it with the awning out, with the lights on. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a great time.
This is deer camp, and we always have a good time at deer camp.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. So y'all just stay tuned. We got a lot of work to do. It's not gonna be that hard to level it up because it's almost level.
It's almost level.
So it's not gonna take much, but we got generator to unpack. We got firewood to unpack. We got to
get. Oh, did I leave enough room on the other side
for the slide? The slide out will come out.
Okay.
So folks, you just stick with us. There'll be more video to come. This is the first 3 days before what we call opening day for us.
Our opening day is Monday.
So y'all just stay tuned. There's more to come. Hey folks, Camp Charlie 2023 is official. The sign has been hung. We got the table out. We got the refrigerators full of beer. Fire ring sitting here, the leaves all raked away from it. We still got a lot to do, but the generator's running, charging the battery. Jared's got the awning out. He's got camp music playing
Through the camper.
through the camper, not even using my boom box, which I brought. So y'all just stick with us. We got a lot more to do.
It's gonna get a lot more exciting. It's gonna be a lot more fun. Y'all stay with us. We're gonna do some dancing
around the campfire.
It's gonna be a good time.
So y'all just stay with us. Deer Camp 2023. The fire has been started. I'm probably on the camera a bit, but the fire has been started. Jared's listened to a little bit of his music. It's on the Deer Camp.
Metallica. Don't give me no crap about Metallica.
But we got some good old rock and roll, which will be up soon, I hope.
It's on rotation. We'll get some Led Zeppelin. We'll get some ZZ Top.
AC/DC.
Some Creedence Clearwater. Some AC/DC. Some Boston.
But
It's coming.
We got camp set up. First campfire.
We're trying to get it going.
First
just
campfire
started.
at Camp Charlie. We've raked the leaves out of the way. Everything's nice and wet. So
Some of this wood was still wet.
yeah, it rained on the wood. He didn't have it covered. So we're trying to get it started. So stay with us. There we go, folks. Got the fire going. The chairs are sitting over there. Well, we got the fire going, folks.
She's cooking now.
Get her good and hot. Those logs that we got from Jared's that got wet, they'll get dried out.
Plus, we have logs on the bottom of this, so as this is burning, it's drying them out and igniting them. And they're big size logs.
Yeah.
About the size of a coffee can, each one. So once this gets good and hot, it'll drop down onto those, ignite those, and then all this other stuff that we got that's damp, as you put it in there, it'll dry out. Come on, that towards me now. Fire me up now. But it's cooking now. I was told that we can't call this Camp Charlie. But I'm going to lay it out flat. My father-in-law, 42 years ago, started me on this path. I never hunted a day of my life. Him and my brother-in-law, Denny, were the first two to ask me to come to camp. Jared is half Kowalski and half Burgess. This is J&J True Outdoor Adventures, father and son, and this will always be Camp Charlie up here. My grandpa is the reason we hunt here.
That's right.
And I have his blood flowing through my veins just like anybody else that was a Kowalski. And this will always be Camp Charlie because that's my grandpa.
He started me on the path of hunting, him and Denny. and my brother-in-law's son, and my brother-in-law's dad. But Denny and Sonny, or Denny and Dad, were the first two to ask me after my mother passed away at age 1 if I wanted to come hunting. And I said, sure. Never been hunting a day in my life. It is in my blood now. It's in his blood. When he was 13, I started him hunting. Maybe even a year before that.
It was before that he started that.
Because Papa always said, oh, can't take him hunting until 13.
Yeah.
But I took you over on the lease.
Yeah, I started before that.
But a few years, deer hunting around here was bad. So those first few years, we hunted on the lease with Jared. And then Jared said, I want to go to deer camp. We came to deer camp. We hunted down there at the campground. You all know what happened after 26, 27
Well, for
years.
one, I don't think we had any video of it. My whole thing was I wanted to come to deer camp. I wanted to hunt with my grandpa before he passed away. And I got that opportunity. I got to hunt with him. And then after that, you know, his health got to the point that he couldn't hunt no more.
Right, after 2008, he pretty much didn't hunt.
But he wanted to hear the stories. So we would come to deer camp, and he wanted to hear the stories when we got back. And I mean, he was so excited to hear them stories when we got back.
Then, 2020, because you had never experienced camping on the mountain.
I got that camper
You got that
from Mark Gray.
That Traveler, 74 Traveler camp.
From Mark Gray.
We camped up underneath the pine tree where we used to camp in the 80s and the early 90s. Since then, it has stuck with us. 2021, we camped up there with his wildwood he got. I got the Traveler. 2022, we didn't camp under the pine tree because the pine tree died when the farm died. And we were worried that tree could fall, and if it fell, it would fall on the camp.
It would crush the camper.
Yeah. So, last year, 2022, we camped pretty much on
It was the new fire trail.
the new fire trail.
But the problem with it was right where your camper's sitting, there's a road that goes through that the handicap used to go out and
We
hunt.
unlock the gate and go through the hunt.
So this year, I brought my gray wolf, which I purchased for me and my wife and my kids, and also for hunting camp. I purchased this so that we could come up here and hunt, and that me and my wife could have something that throughout the summer we could camp in. And I didn't want to stay on the new fire trail because this has a huge awning. You might have already seen some of the pictures by now. It has an awning that comes out, and if we were on where we were at last year, anytime a vehicle came through, we'd have to roll that in. I didn't want to stay under the pine tree because if the pine tree fell and it crushed this thing, I have full coverage insurance, but that's not an issue I want.
Yeah. Especially before we're into the nighttime.
Right. But this spot down here, we're right at the foot of the mountain. I can have my awning out, I can have my slide out. There's enough room for the fire pit. We got a good buddy that's coming up Sunday, and he's got a big army tent, and there's a perfect spot right over here in the grass that we can put his tent and we can drive the stakes. We have another buddy who's coming up on Sunday. He was supposed to bring a camper, but life happened, he couldn't this year.
He's coming up to visit with us.
He's going to come up and visit. We'll have some video with him. He's a big fan of the channel.
Yep.
We really, we put him on top shelf. I mean, really. But he's coming up to visit, and we'll have some video of that. We'll have some video when Newman Brown's the one coming up. He'll have the tent.
He was in the video last year.
He'll have the tent. That is if his mom's doing okay. You know, our thoughts and prayers are with her. She's got COVID right now. She's in CMAC. So as long as she's doing okay, he's going to come up. He's going to put his tent up. He's going to hunt with us this week. But if not, It'll be us.
Be us.
And
J&J 2 Outdoor Adventures. We're not going to miss hunting season.
we are J&J 2 Outdoor Adventures. That is what the J&J is. It's Juddy and Jared. And
The channel was started back in 2011. Father and son.
we're going to do this up here on the mountain for you guys. We're going to try to get some video for y'all. I know tomorrow we're planning on going up and checking cameras. And we'll put some pictures in there of some of the bucks that we've got.
If we got any.
If we've got any.
If the camera's out dead.
The cameras may be dead. We ran into an issue with a lot of the batteries here lately. And the batteries are corroding. Brand new batteries are corroding within the first week or two of the camera being out. And it's ruined a couple cameras. But God willing, those cameras are still working. And we've got some pictures of some bucks. We'll post those in this video. Maybe right here.
Yeah, right here.
And those are the bucks that we got. And we're going to have a good time.
We're going to have a good time. Folks, we're up here for at least 8 days.
9. Counting today, it's 9.
Well, yeah. Unless we leave early Saturday morning. But
it depends on how the hunting is.
We're up here for a week. So there's going to be a week's worth of videos strung out from sometime mid-December all the way through January.
I'll say all the way through Christmas at least.
Yeah. So y'all just stay tuned to J&J 2 Outdoor Adventures. There's more to come.
And like we like to say,
we'll see you in
the woods.
Look at there, folks. Got almost a full moon. Jamming up some good rock and roll. Stay with us, folks. A lot more to come. Camp Charlie 2023, folks.
That's good jerky.
Good deer jerky. Nice Keystone beer. Don't drink no Budweiser or Bud Light.
Anything Anheuser-Busch.
But this bag of jerky right here that we're snacking on is from my boat kill last year.
Well, I bet you didn't make it out of your 8 points you killed last year.
Well, this might be out of the 8 point. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I bet this is the 8 point.
Yeah, it is. We got deer tin going in there. I'm debating on whether to fix that as an evening meal. We're fixing some deer tin
breakfast.
For breakfast. In that seasoning that Lisa made.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah, make that for breakfast.
With some sausage, gravy, and some biscuit.
Bacon. I'll cook bacon out here on the on my griddle that I got on the outside kitchen.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a little piece of jerky.
That's why I grabbed the 2 pieces.
I got 2.
I tell you what though, last year you made the jerky, and Louisa didn't really like it.
I don't know.
It didn't have a lot of flavor. It just tasted like meat. She ate this that you made, and she was like, oh, this is so much better.
She told me that, and I was really shocked because I really can't taste the hickory, because this is hickory jerky. I hope you guys can see this by the firelight.
You probably can't,
but this is supposed to be hickory. And this batch I can taste it, but that was almost 6 pounds of deer burger.
I tell you what though, that stuff you buy from Cabela's, you almost have to go under what it says. If it says 2 pounds of meat, almost have to go hunting. Well, let's see what this is.
We got a visitor. But yeah, we was sitting out here talking, had the video camera going, and here you pull in. Didn't know who it was.
Probably help I pulled in fast too.
Well, I thought it was either one of our relatives, I'll put it that way, or somebody who wanted this camping spot, who had been looking at it. And I was like, well, I'm here now. You're not taking it now.
That's like I told Jared. We got down here and he was looking. He looked back up that way. He said, man, you can go up that way if you wanted to hunt. You can't make it up the mountain. Talking about me. I mean, I'm getting ready to turn 63.
He's already talking. Well, if I can't make the walk up that mountain, you'll just have to go without me. And I'm sitting there thinking, there's so much other hunting up here.
Oh, yeah.
If we camped right here and he couldn't walk that mountain, we could go up right here.
This is the first place. There was 1 year, I know your dad come up here. He didn't camp with us. I don't know where he was at. He might have been on the farm. He killed a buck. He brought it up here and showed it to us. That's when he had I ended up buying it from him.
The eagle?
Eagle. Yeah. We had the bus sitting here and had a sliding camper on the back of Papa's truck.
Oh, is that,
right here.
is that when you camped right here?
Yeah. And that's the first place I seen my first bobcat. I was hunting up that hollow right there. And I was sitting on a log and the bobcat was walking right towards me. And Dad, he told me, he said, you should have shot the damn thing. I said, why? They killed fawns. I said, well, I wasn't thinking about, killing him because of fawns. I was thinking I might have to kill him because he's going to attack me.
Yeah, but a bobcat ain't going to attack you.
No.
Well, I don't know. There was that one time, Dink, he was out the new fire truck. And he was in his thicket where he normally hunted. And he was doing some doe bleats and some doe grunts or whatever. He heard something walking in behind him. He could never see what it was.
He was in the thicket.
And it kept getting closer and closer. And once it got to a certain point, he was like, well, this might be a daggone buck. So he turned around with the gun. He's sitting there waiting. Ended up, a bobcat was hunting him because he was making them doe bleats and stuff. A bobcat was hunting. And it took off finally, and he seen it, and it took off. But, depending on what you're doing in there, and if you're in a thicket, they may try to attack you.
I mean, I guess if you move and realize what you're doing.
No, I mean, bobcats are relatively small, but
Hey, folks, I'm hoping you can see it. If you can't see it, this is my nephew, Dennis Kowalski. He's named after his dad.
Dennis Jr.
Dennis Jr. He come up to visit. He lives down in Summers County, Monroe. He lives down in Monroe County, but he come up here to visit. We're sitting here eating some jerky.
Hey, you hang around long enough.
Oh,
My wife made something special for Disney. Nobody's here to taste it except us, which I've already had.
I have too.
It is taco soup and jalapeno loaf. It is a loaf of bread with jalapenos baked into it.
And ghost pepper cheese.
No, Carolina Reaper cheese.
Carolina wheat Reaper, yeah.
I'm telling you, it's good though. I ate this Carolina Reaper cheese. It's hot, but I mean,
I guess if you ate enough of it, you had real cold, you could sit yourself up on the mountain.
Yeah.
warm your hands by it. Man, I know it stinks, but I gotta get warm. Well, that's like at my house right now. At my house right now on my little farm, it's not a lot. 9 acres, something like that, 10 acres. I have a family of deer. I have one doe who had 2 twins. And I have one that I call Socks, but I won't allow anybody to shoot. She's piebald to a certain extent, and she has white socks and white legs, all the way up on her midsection, on all 4 legs. I call her Socks. And she has a baby who's piebald like her. It has the white socks on like she does. And I won't shoot her. I won't shoot the other doe with her 2 twins. And we have one buck who stays on our farm. Louisa calls him our, what'd she say, our lawn puppy?
Our thing.
I think that's what she called him, was our lawn puppy. He's a 5-point, but he looks like a spike.
Yeah. I got pictures of him.
I got a few of him. I had one just Thanksgiving Day. I had to run back up to the house to get cheese and stuff out of the refrigerator. Well, I had to go up in the field to turn around. Well, he's laying in my field. And he's legal. I mean, he's that tall. But he's just a spike that has a brow tine, and then he has a brow tine and like 3 points over here or 2 points over here, whatever. And we're not shooting him. And I told Louisa, I said, he might be a buck that I let Lexi take as a youth kill. You know, first week of buck season, before we come up here, she goes and sits in a blind with me, and he walks out. I may let her shoot him, but I'm not shooting. And as far as my does go, I'm not shooting them. I want to build my farm to where it's a doe haven.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead and do what y'all want to do up here and around my farm, trying to get bucks in early spring and summer, and even early fall, September. Y'all go ahead and do that. I'm going to attract the does. And then when the rut hits,
They're going to be there.
where do you think them bucks are going? They're going where the girls are hanging
and
out.
to tell the truth, he's had these does and our yearlings.
I showed you the picture of the 9-point.
Yeah. All of a sudden, this buck shows up that we hadn't had on camera
All
all summer long. We hadn't had that buck on camera. We had that little 5-point. We had that spike. All of a sudden, you know, we found a scrape up there. We got a place we hang beer cans on called the Beer Tree.
It's a Christmas tree, but it's beer can.
Yeah. And the thing was, we went up there, put the camera out. And what did we find? There's a scrape. So we put the camera where it's watching that scrape. Well, them does was coming in. He's putting out sweet feed. Them does was coming in, feeding around there. Next thing we know, here's this 9-point.
And he was there in the daytime. He was there at nighttime.
Pictures will be posted of him.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. This is the point I want to make. They want to say that mature bucks will not come around where human scent is. Human scent is all around this spot.
There's a scrape there.
There's beer cans, at least 30 of them,
Hanging from a tree.
hanging in this tree. And this is where this mature buck decides to make this scrape.
Yeah.
And he comes in at like 8:47, 8:30 in
9
the
o'clock,
morning,
yeah.
9 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't care about my scent, because I pee right there.
Yeah.
When I get out of the side-by-side, I take a leak. I'm chewing snuff, I'm spitting on the ground. He doesn't care. He comes in, he makes his scrape. He's after his does right there. Now, did we get him? No. But that's because I work a job where I have to be there Monday through freaking Saturday.
And we haven't gotten really prepared. Because where the scrape is, the place where we're going to put a tree stand, it's like 20 yards from the scrape.
You see last?
Folks, I don't know if you can see us or not, but we do that every year to honor my father-in-law, Jared's pawpaw, little Denny's pawpaw, Harold Kowalski, Sr., Korean vet who passed away in 2013. And we do this every year at deer camp to honor his memory, because he's the one that set our feet on the path of hunting and this enjoyment we love on this mountain here up in Greenbrier County. We wanted to share this moment with you. Little Denny is a veteran of Iraq. We appreciate him being here at camp with us. He's here to visit. We love him, and we all love my father-in-law, their pawpaw, with all of our hearts.
And this was an extra special moment, having little Denny give Pawpaw the salute, because we could do it, but it doesn't mean anything. You doing it, it means something. So it really meant a lot, and I know you do as well as I do, but I hold him dear in my heart, and he'll always be with us, and this will always be Camp Charlie.
People, we appreciate you watching. I know this is probably, using a cell phone trying to light this up, but we had to do this. This is our first night here, and this is something we do every year since 2020 so far.
Since 2020 so far.
Since we started camping back up on the mountain.
Yep.
So, thank you for watching. Like I said, stay tuned. There's a lot more to come. Look at that boom, folks. There's the camper. Jamming to some music. There's a campfire. You got Jared and little Denny here. We're having a good old time. He's just up here to visit. Just stopped to visit. You've seen the video. Hopefully you got to see him. I don't know if you got to see him or not. But we were talking, shooting some video. Deer Camp 2023. Camp Charlie. Can't see the sign of the... Trust me, it's right there between those two speakers. But that moon, that's what is spectacular.
It's got a spread out, so it actually pulls easier than my small trailer.
Still Friday night, folks. Well, it's really Saturday morning. It's actually after 1 o'clock in the morning. And we're still here sitting around the campfire, enjoying our time. Little Denny, my nephew, Jared's cousin, just left a few minutes ago. We're still listening to some music and enjoying the campfire, enjoying our time here in the great outdoors. There's the moon. I know it doesn't show up that well in the camera, but it's awesome. It's just so peaceful up here. Got the campfire roaring. camper's all lit up. Jared's over there working on his headlamp. This is the weekend before our opening day, which is Monday. We'll check cameras tomorrow, probably set up blinds tomorrow, so stay with us. Here we are, folks. About 1:45 in the morning, sitting by the campfire, listening to some good music. Generator's running. Make sure the battery's charged. We got a good fire going. This is deer camp life. Jared's over there just getting down to the music.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, baby.
Got the blue lights on the camper. And the moon is up there behind the pine. Nothing better than deer camp.